What if the platform helping you build an audience could also take it away? Two tools dominate the newsletter world right now. One is a social super app with algorithms, video, and a built-in audience. The other hands over total control and walks away. Both charge money, both have passionate defenders, and depending on which one a creator picks, the outcome 5 years from now could look completely different. Stay until the end because the answer to which one wins is not what most people expect. Most creators think Substack is a newsletter tool. It stopped being that a while ago. Substack launched in 2017 with a simple promise: write, send, get paid, no ads, no algorithms. Just a writer and their subscribers. It was clean. And for a few years, it worked exactly like that. Then something shifted. In 2023 and 2024, Substack began rolling out features that looked less like email infrastructure and more like a social network. First came Notes, essentially a Twitter clone built directly into the platform. Then a For You feed powered by algorithmic recommendations. Then Substack TV, a video hub designed to host personality-driven clips and short-form content alongside the long-form writing the platform was built on. Suddenly, Substack was a destination, a place people scrolled. A place where the algorithm decided what to surface and what to bury. For some creators, that was exciting, built-in discovery, organic reach, the chance to grow without spending money on ads or grinding through social media cross-promotion. Substack's network now has tens of millions of readers. The platform actively promotes writers through its recommendation engine. But the second an algorithm enters the picture, the relationship between a creator and their readers stops being direct. It runs through a middleman, and that middleman has its own interests. Ghost has been watching all of this happen, and it has a very specific answer. Ghost launched in 2013 as an open-source project. The founder, John O'Nolan, had one goal: build a publishing tool that got out of the way. No social features, no algorithm, no feed. Just a fast, clean website that a writer owns and controls completely. Ghost is software. Substack is a platform. That distinction matters more than almost anything else in this comparison. When a creator publishes on Substack, they are publishing inside Substack's house. The subscribers live in Substack's system. The domain is a Substack subdomain unless the creator pays to connect a custom one. Design options are limited to what Substack allows, and Substack takes a 10% cut of every dollar a paid subscriber spends. Ghost takes nothing, zero platform commission. A creator pays a flat monthly fee, around $9 for a self-hosted setup, up to $49 for Ghost's managed hosting. Everything earned after that belongs entirely to the creator. The subscriber list is fully exportable at any time. The site loads on the creator's own domain. The design is fully customizable. And there is no algorithm deciding which posts get seen. Ghost also handles memberships, paid subscriptions, and newsletters natively. It is not a blogging tool with email bolted on. It is a complete publishing system built to do one thing well. Now do the math. At 10,000 paying subscribers at $10 a month, a Substack creator hands over $12,000 a year to the platform. On Ghost, that same creator pays roughly $588 in annual hosting fees and keeps the rest. That number alone has converted a lot of writers. Without any further argument needed, the 10% fee is visible. What is harder to see is what Substack's structure means over a longer time horizon. Every major social platform in history has eventually changed its terms in ways that hurt creators. Facebook shrank organic reach. YouTube demonetized channels without warning. Twitter became X and restructured its creator economy overnight. Each time, creators who had built audiences inside those platforms discovered the audience did not fully belong to them. Substack has so far been creator-friendly, but it is a venture-backed company. It has raised over $100 million in funding. Investors who put that money in expect a return. At some point, the incentives of a venture-backed social platform and the interests of its independent writers may not align. And writers who built large audiences inside the system will have limited options when that day comes. Ghost is a non-profit organization. It is structured as a social enterprise, legally prevented from being sold or taken public in a way that would compromise its mission. There are no investors pushing for an exit, no board demanding user growth at any cost. That structure is unusual in the software world. For creators who have watched platform after platform shift beneath them, it carries real weight. Ghost is also significantly faster. Independent site speed tests consistently show Ghost-hosted publications loading in under 2 seconds. Substack, carrying the weight of its social feed and embedded video content, loads more slowly. For search engine rankings and reader experience, that gap compounds over time. Ghost was built by people who did not want to be acquired. Substack was built by people who almost certainly do. Both are legitimate businesses, but they are aimed in completely different directions. So why are hundreds of thousands of creators still choosing Substack, even knowing all of this? Because Ghost has a real weakness, and it is not a small one. Ghost does not have a built-in audience. When a writer sets up a Ghost publication, they start with 0 readers and 0 discoverability. There is no For You feed. There is no recommendation engine. There is no network of curious readers browsing a Ghost homepage, because that homepage does not exist. A Ghost creator is building a standalone website. They are responsible for every single reader they ever attract through social media, through search engines, through word of mouth, paid ads, collaborations, and consistency over time. Ghost provides the tools, the creator provides the audience. Substack can genuinely accelerate early growth. The recommendation system, where established writers recommend newer ones to their own subscriber lists, has launched real careers. The algorithmic For You feed surfaces content to readers who would never have found a particular writer otherwise. For someone starting from scratch with no existing platform, that built-in discovery layer has genuine value. The trade-off is direct. Take Substack's network and pay with control. Drop a like if this helped clarify the decision. It helps this channel reach more people asking the same question. Subscribe for more comparisons like this one.